Joining us live right now to debate this issue further, Chuck Smith with Equality of Texas and Jonathan Saenz from Texas Value. Thank you both for joining us. Jonathan, let's start with you. Plenty of companies offer benefits to domestic partners. What is wrong with the school district doing the same thing?
Well, there's a big distinction here, first of all. You're talking about private companies versus the government. And let's talk about the role of government. I mean, let's make no mistake about it. This superintendent knew exactly what he was doing. He even admits that he knew there was going to be opposition to this. They skirted the people. There's no transparency in this issue. There's been no public hearing. There's been no public vote. And as a matter of fact, thank God for the Austin American Statesman exposing this story and bringing it to light. Otherwise, I don't know if the taxpayers in the Pflugerville ISD would have known about it. And so it's really shameless that they're trying to get around the state constitution that defines marriage as it should be, and they're trying to get out of the will of the people because they know when this comes down to a vote, they don't have the support. And this superintendent is not a policymaker. He's supposed to be in the business of educating students. He's out of his role, and it shows that they're being reckless and they don't know what they're doing out there.
Chuck Smith, we got some serious indignation on the part of Jonathan over there. What do you think?
Well, I mean, we're not talking about marriage. We're talking about health insurance. And we're talking about competitive benefit plans. And if the district decides that they want to craft a competitive benefit plan for their employees and do something that help ensures that they attract and retain good teachers and administrators, then I'm all for it.
You don't think this is about same-sex marriage?
Well, the last time I checked my health insurance card, it didn't make me married. It got me health insurance. And that's all that this will do is allow district employees who have someone that they treat as a dependent and that they care for their health and well-being to add them to a health insurance plan where they're paying the cost. The taxpayers aren't paying the cost, the employee will.
Yeah, I mean, you can't escape the fact that same-sex marriage is a real issue involved in this decision, and people are focusing on it. Obviously, Jonathan certainly is.
Look, that's absolutely right. I mean, the marriage issue has become very political because the left has gotten desperate and they've gotten impatient. 32 out of 32 states that have voted on how you define marriage have defined it as one man and one woman. And so they know when you take this issue and you try to put something that's even similar, because historically when it comes to these health benefits, it has to do with the marriage context.
You know, Jonathan, something else.
No, but let me just finish here, though, because I want to make this point, okay? The fact that they know they can't win this issue, they try to come at it any other different way to try to come up with some other arrangement. So they're being dishonest about this. They are frustrated because they can't win this issue when it comes to the people, because the people don't support it.
Yes,
so that's why they didn't have even a public hearing on this issue.
It's a big loser at the ballot box.
Let's
but you
hear
know
what
something,
the people
Jonathan?
think.
Jonathan, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
At some point, doesn't this get to be just a basic liberty issue? I mean, if people want to live the way they want to live, what's the problem?
They can live the way they want to live, but that doesn't mean the government has to endorse it and has to approve of it and then has to use taxpayer dollars. I'm not convinced, because there has been no public hearing and no public vetting of this, that the Pflugerville ISD is not having a taxpayer expense to change this policy. This is a drastic change, and that's the big problem. On October 18th is the next hearing of the state board, excuse me, of the ISD, and I can assure you there will be people there from the Pflugerville community that want some answers from the community, from the superintendent on this issue.
All right, this issue is not going away. We have to go away. Chuck, I'm sorry you couldn't get too much in there edgewise. Jonathan kind of got you this time around, but we will all be talking about this again soon, I'm very sure. Thank you both for coming in tonight.
Thank you.